we've been looking for the planets that the aliens have come from. We haven't figured that out quite yet, but in all honesty, this is a satellite that is up there, a telescope looking for exoplanets. It's the Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, and it's been in action for a year. Believe it or not, it uses the transit method, stares at stars, it waits for their brightness to change by a small amount. The bigger the planet, the bigger the change in brightness. You can tell the size of the exoplanet, as they're called around other stars, off this method. Now, here was the plan. It was looking at the southern hemisphere. Notice the South Pole gets extra observations. It's continuously observed. The rest of the panels are kind of observed in segments. And the North Pole is going to get a lot of coverage. Well, it has completed the southern observations already, and you can see them unwrapping here. It's fun to watch the Milky Way show up, and that is the Large Magellanic Cloud at the South Pole there. So it has finished the south, and it's moving on to the north. And the exciting news is it keeps finding more exoplanets. I talked about some of them last show, and here's some more that it just found. Earth is there as a reference, of course, but it found a small planet that's not much bigger than Earth. It's only 1.2 times the radius of Earth's. However, it's probably rocky, but it's in a 3.4-day orbit around its star, which means it's super close, so 400 degrees Fahrenheit, that's kind of toasty. There's two other planets in this system. We'll take a look at kind of the close-ups here. There's two other planets in the system that are a little bit more like, well, they're in between the size of Earth and Neptune, so they're in kind of a weird gap where we don't see a lot of exoplanets of that size. So why these two were there in that strange size of 2.5 Earth radii or so remains to be answered, but neat that TESS is picking them up. Two more were just announced, although the first one was a TESS exoplanet, the closest one in there, and it orbits in like 5 days, and it's super hot. It's, again, hundreds of degrees Fahrenheit. The second one out is also too warm to have liquid water on the surface, but that blue sort of torus out there, that blue donut, is the range where you might have liquid water on the surface on a planet. So that last one, GJ357d, such catchy names, it's actually in that zone where it might have liquid water on the surface, but it's again around 2 times the size of Earth. I think it's going to have a thick atmosphere, probably too thick to have life, but still, it's in the habitable zone, and if things went just right for it, maybe there's liquid water on the surface there. There was a TESSCon going on this week, so more and more test results kept coming out, and a postdoc that was attending it created an orrery, a lot like those Kepler telescope orreries we were seeing. And this one's kind of neat. Our solar system is in the center there, and that is Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, their orbits to size. And these are all the double planet systems that TESS has seen. Now notice, most of these planets are super close to their star, and that's because TESS has only been observing for a year. You need to watch a planet go around multiple times to confirm its existence. So if it's only observing some of these segments for short periods of time, and the southern region continuously for a year, and then the north continuously for a year, it's going to take several observations to go back to get planets that are far from their star. But still an exciting time to see TESS starting to give us exciting results like this. So they're really coming together.